Often the most difficult part of doing a larger project is the very beginning. This is when we step out of procrastination mode and actually start working. Procrastination is a problem we all face every now and then. And the question is always how to end it, how to move beyond this obstacle and actually start working, start making progress. Because you can read all about how to achieve focus or get into the zone, but the reality is that the most difficult part is really just to start working. And so this is a constant problem for most of us. And I think in these cases, the solution is exactly where the problem is. You need to start working. So instead of thinking of this huge problem that's going to take up all your day, or maybe all your days for the next 3 months, you should just concentrate on the very beginning and see how you can make the first step. And for me, that has really been the most effective way of dealing with larger tasks, of projects that I cannot finish in 20 minutes or half an hour. And so I kind of feel reluctant to even begin them. So my strategy is really just to think about this task as something I'm going to do later. And at this very moment, what I'm going to do is just to throw the first punch. That is, I'm going to make the very first step. And you can think of other metaphors such as begin cutting the cake or start slicing the pizza. Whatever metaphor works for you, the important thing is that you make a stab at the beginning of the problem. So if it's a big application for doing something, instead of thinking that you're going to deal with it next week or next month when you have a little more time, you should instead begin the registration process and fill in the most important information. And usually during these initial 10 minutes, you're going to understand what you need to do to complete this task much better. And this kind of clarity helps you to move forward. But the same is true for writing a paper, for example. So if it's already too late today and you want to wind down by watching a movie, before actually turning Netflix on, you should write down a few lines that's going to serve you as the beginning of your introduction or maybe the abstract. And once you've done that, it's actually much easier the next morning to continue working on it. And with me, quite often what happens is that I get into this and then forget about the movie and then just complete a relatively large chunk of the work the same day. So this very first step, the first 5 or 10 minutes are actually very, very important in order to overcome this obstacle that prevents us from doing a larger task. Okay, I hope this is useful. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thank you for watching and see you next time.